Arguably the most famous room at Wentworth Woodhouse is the Whistlejacket Room. You'll find it at the southern end of the enfilade of staterooms, and it's a bit of a showstopper. The room takes its name from the magnificent equestrian painting completed by the artist George Stubbs around 1762. The original of this painting is in the National Gallery, but the copy of it that we have here at the house still gives an idea of the impact that the original would create. Whistlejacket was one of the racehorses owned by the second Marquis of Rockingham, although we're not sure if he ever actually came to Wentworth Woodhouse.
It's interesting that the room was named after a racehorse. It was originally designed as a dining room for the state apartments, and there are several clues in the room's decorations that give hints to the use for which it was originally intended. The overdoor decorations showcase a variety of fruits and grains, all hinting at the abundance that would be served in the room itself. The marble fireplace is also covered in swags of fruits and flowers, and in the centre frieze of the fireplace is a very fine depiction of the god Bacchus, with wreaths of finely carved grapes that weave their way through his hair.
There's a very practical reason why the change of location for the state dining room may have taken place. The kitchens at Wentworth Woodhouse are a significant distance away from the Whistlejacket Room, so every plate of food would need to travel up at least 4 flights of stairs and through various long corridors before it reached its destination. The current state dining room is much closer to the kitchens, even though there are still 4 flights of stairs to climb.
Much of the rich decoration in the Whistlejacket Room was added after the second Marquis's time, but the core iconography of the fireplace loudly proclaims it was designed to sit in a dining room. Grapes, peaches, pomegranates and other fruits and flowers hang in festoons around the legs of the fireplace. The main structure of the fireplace, although grand in size, is quite elegant and restrained in its decorations. Egg and dart carvings run underneath the mantel shelf, and a frame of beaded carvings surround the fireplace opening. The panel above is edged in delicate lamb's tongue carvings that surround the centre mask of Bacchus.
All around this central area and on the face of Bacchus himself, you can see that the white marble is discoloured. It's unlikely that the fireplace was designed with this imperfection present, although archive images from the 1920s prove that the discoloration was present then, at least on part of the fireplace. The face of Bacchus seems pure white in these images, so something must have happened between then and now to cause the discoloration.
There's a school of thought that believes the dark coloration was caused by an ill-judged attempt at cleaning. The story goes a cleaner used a product that contained bleach and left it on longer than should have been allowed, and this caused dirt and soot from the back of the fireplace to seep towards the front, and this caused the discoloration. Whether or not this is actually true, we don't know, but the advice we've been given is that it will be possible to restore the fireplace to its original pure white colour, but only if we dismantle and apply products to the back panel that will absorb and draw out the dark patches.
We're not sure who designed the Whistlejacket Room fireplace, but it has been attributed to the famous architect, designer and painter William Kent. He was a key figure in the Palladian revival of the 18th century, but he died in 1748, some years before the building of the east front at Wentworth Woodhouse was completed. That said, the design may be his, but executed elsewhere. It's certainly in the style of William Kent. Perhaps it's something that will be clarified with further research.
In front of the fireplace is a set of wonderfully ornate fire dogs. As you see them today, they are in slightly different positions than their archive pictures. That's because they've undergone some repair and restoration work. We hope you've enjoyed this latest release in our Fabulous Fireplaces series. Please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment in the section below.